important concept called sets. Very, very important, very interesting to work with. And based on this, now I can give you one case study to solve. So the way Tableau exam happens is you have some conceptual questions which you guys get very similar things in your weekly quizzes that you give. So those kind of conceptual questions come. Second set of questions which come is that you are given a database and some questions are asked and there is an MCQ. You have to pick the right answer. So I'm not giving you MCQ, but I'm giving you a data set. I'll give you the questions. You have to find out answers for me and create it visually also. Okay. For that, you need this concept of sets. Now, what is sets? Till now, we worked on bins. Binning was clubbing measures together to do the analysis. In case of, let's say, if I had put product names, and if I wanted to do an analysis of certain products together, right? It could be something like the products which are having, let's say, sales or profit. Okay. So let's say if I wanted to work in such a way that I want to club all the products together which are giving me profit of more than 1000 and the other ones in a separate group. So when you say set, it divides the entire dimension into only two parts, in and out. In is something which is meeting the criteria that you put, out is something which is not meeting the criteria. So let's say from here all the way to the top, I select all the values, shift key and till here, selected. Now as soon as you select over here, you will get two symbols. One is for group and one is for sets. So first we'll do sets. I find sets much more easier to work with as compared to groups. So we can do create a set. So what we did, we selected a bunch of dimension. What is the condition based on that? I said anything which has a profit of more than 1000, I want in a set. So once I click over here, it is saying the name of the set is product name set and click OK. And so now it would have created another field called product name set. Like I said, what do sets do? Sets just divides the data into two parts, in set and out of set. So if I pick this field and I drop it over here, you will see that I'll get things like in and out. Okay. So instead of having so many products, so many profits to analyze, what we typically do is once we've created our sets, we remove the main values. Now the entire dimension is converted into two parts. Obviously, for the purpose of reporting in and out looks super bad. So over here, what we can do is we can right click and we can change the name. Let's say over here, I'll give profit greater than 1000. And over here, I can give profit less than 1000. Right? Now, this obviously doesn't make sense to compare the profit, but let's say once my set has been created, I can do a lot of things with it. Like I can, I wanted to drop sales. I don't want profit. It was just to create a set, but I can see sales. So you can see that the sales of products which are less than 1000 is higher than the ones which is giving me higher profit. To make it even more understandable for the business, we can do quick calculation percentage of total and give a proper number. 71% of the sales is coming from low profit and only 28 or 29% is coming from a higher profit. Right? So converted the entire data into a different classification and then doing a comparison. So we can say, okay, we wanted to club, let's say, a certain geographies together and say, this is my one region, club another and say, this is my second region, and then compare it. So that is the purpose of sets. And once sets are created, Again, just like parameters, just like filters, I can use it anywhere. I can use all the calculations over here. Right? Now, one more thing is there. It's not necessary that I create sets only to do a comparison between two things. Let's say my whole analysis is based on whatever I've kept in my set. So what I can do is put product name set in the filters. Over here, I can say show members in the set. So whenever I want to work with the members of this set, like anytime I'm dropping a product name, it is not going to give me all. It will only give me the ones which are meeting my criteria. And then all the things of analysis that I want to do, I can do it from here on those values of sets only. All right. So this helps us a lot. But this way of making set is not good. But why do we create sets is essentially to divide your data into two parts, one which is meeting your criteria and one which is not meeting your criteria. And then we can either do a comparison, or we can work with only members who are meeting the criteria, or we can work only with the data which is not meeting the criteria. Another way of thinking of why it is good is because you don't have to put a filter again and again. You filtered it forever and kept it in one place. Now, whenever I want to use this data, I can simply use sets for any of my analysis. Okay. Now, I was asking, is this manual way good? No. Why? Do you think this data would remain static? No. Why we are using BI tools is because continuously new data is getting fed and we want new, and every day we want a new insight to be there. Correct? So is it necessary the ones that I manually selected are always going to give me less profit or more profit? It may change. But over here, would it change? No, because I manually selected it. So I can create a manual set, but is it a good practice? Absolutely not. So how do I create sets in a dynamic fashion? So that when the new data comes, it automatically changes the member of my sets and my analysis makes sense. So now this is important. So product name, create, set. So once you click over here, it will give you exactly the same screen as your filters. So let's say if I wanted to find out my products with profit greater than 1000, right? Where should I go? General condition or top condition. So by field, which field? Profit. Sum of it should be greater than equal to 1000. And okay. So now this has been created. Now if I drop this, I want to show the members in the set. These are the members in the set. And how do I put this? Okay, let's also try to put the ones that we had manually done over here. You see all of them are same. Correct?